Hey guys, this is Mr. Mario Kart here, and I am here for part 3 of What Should Have Been. Now we're going over the Mario Kart Super Circuit tracks in Mario Kart DS. Now, in the Shell Cup, we originally had Peach Circuit. Peach Circuit, very boring course, and has really no place. So instead, we are going to select Bowser Castle 1. Mario Kart Super Circuit, and then Mario off to a bad start. Mario Kart Super Circuit, I think, is a very underrated game. It gets a lot of hate that I personally don't really think it deserves. It's probably the most fast-paced Mario Kart game. And I always find a joy playing it. And on my list, it ranks at number 4. Heck, I prefer over Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7. I've never had an issue with Super Circuit. And there's Bowser Castle 1. I think Bowser Castle 1 would fit really well with the snaking, which is one of the biggest reasons for it. So now for the Banana Cup. Originally it was, I believe, it was Bowser's Castle 2. That, probably the worst Bowser's Castle out there, does not really fit with the theme of Mario Kart DS. So instead we're going to select Boo Lake. One of my personal favorites from Mario Kart Super Circuit. And once again, I cannot get the boost start. Now let's not hit a wall. And just like that, I hit a wall. Not falling off right there. Not embarrass myself. Right here. Now I can't take the broken shortcut that everybody takes. I also like Blue Lake's music. Like, that straightaway right there will be excellent for snaking. Oh, and I missed fire. Man, am I not doing so well? I might have to practice this on my own time. There we go. And I get a very solid time. So that's Blue Lake. Now, for the Leaf Cup, we originally had Luigi Circuit. I really like this course in Mario Kart DS, so we will actually keep it. That time I actually do get the boost start. Now, at first I was never like a huge fan of this course because I wasn't a fan of the rain. But I honestly kind of grew to like it as I completely fail right there. Barely didn't need that. Here it is. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that shortcut. It's probably alright on 50cc and 100cc, but definitely not on 150cc. At the time of this being recorded, it is Memorial Day in the United States. So, God bless America. And that is GBA Luigi Circuit. Now, I've had this series idea for a while after playing Mario CTGP for Mario Kart Wii, and finding out how some courses just play so much better on Mario Kart Wii than the actual courses that they chose. So that got me thinking, what retro courses should have been in those games? So, for the Lightning Cup, we originally had Sky Garden. Probably the best course that Mario Kart DS could have chosen. Sorry. And probably it just fits so well in Mario Kart DS. And that was a very good choice by Nintendo, and we are definitely keeping it. Now, there's one shortcut that was definitely useful in the original. Oh, I did not make that. I get to respawn. Ah! I am really sucking right now. Now, you could like snake over the cloud section in Mario Kart DS. It was a bundle of fun to play. That's the problem with Mario Kart Super Circuit. Sometimes it could just be way too fast. I've always wondered if I can make that a shortcut right there. Yeah, the shortcuts I think are a lot better shroomless than they are with a shroom because, well, you go crazy fast with a shroom. I'm gonna try this. Oh, I got it. I haven't even thought of trying that. Oh, and the lap count. Hey, that's pretty good. So that's GBA Sky Garden. Now, before I exit out, I'd like to share something that I have never experienced before in my life, and that is I went to Disney World not too long ago. I was going with my band for like a trip, or more specific, it's more of a marching band thing, but like any member of any band could join. We went to Universal our first day, then we went to the second day we went to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Then on Saturday, which was I believe, like, 22nd, I believe it was, we actually had a parade, and we marched in the parade at Magic Kingdom. But before that, we went to Animal Kingdom, and, well, it was a really fun time. I got a hat. Like, it was an experience that I will not soon forget. Now, if you guys ever had the option to go to Disney World, whether it's for a field trip or you go with your friends, please go. It's an amazing experience. Now, I actually went on my first roller coaster while I was at Universal, the Incredible Hulk. I was scared. I was very scared. Very, very scared, but I just went on a ton more rides after that. I went on the Dragon Challenge for Harry Potter. By the way, this was in Orlando and not Hollywood, California. I went on the Hogwarts Express. I got Butterbeer, which was flat out amazing. We went on the Transformers ride. We went on the Mummy. The Mummy actually kind of terrified me, especially the part with all the scarabs. Those little pesky things can go die. And then my final ride was Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, I believe it was. You start off going at like a 90-degree angle. It was actually scary because the seats were kind of angled. It felt like you were just going to fall down. But thank goodness I didn't. And that was my favorite ride at Universal. Now, we only went on one ride at Hollywood Studios, and that was Star Tours. Like, I think right before that, we made our own lightsabers. Well, my group and many other people in my band did. So, we actually did that before going on Star Tours. Like, I've never really seen it. I was never interested in Star Wars. And I only saw one of the movies, that was Rogue One, and I did not like it very much because I couldn't understand what the heck was going on. But it was an amazing experience. We also saw one of the shows with all the stormtroopers marching. It was so fun. Now, there was one story that I probably should not say on camera because it is kind of on the racist side. Like, I'm not racist. Alright. Like, I'm personally not racist. But, like, it was honestly kind of funny because we were walking by some of the stormtroopers after one of their shows. I'm just going to tell you guys it right now. And then my friend, he was like the darkest person in our group. Well, we merged with another group. Like, he's more Filipino. So he asked one of the stormtroopers if he could get a picture with him, and then he says, "Join the dark side." We were all laughing because we knew he was the darkest person out of the 10 of us. Well, this was including my mom and the other group's chaperone. Because there was 4 people per group. That was honestly really funny. Then we had this clinic. Now, to save space, we only brought our sousaphones, and not our sousaphones and our tubas. And I personally play significantly worse on the sousaphone than on an actual tuba. I don't know why. I kind of like the feeling of the actual tuba better, and there's a 4th valve. We played some Disney music, and we even got a CD. Well, now, there was only one CD, and that went to my band director. Which, like, if they would have charged us, like, $30 for a CD, I'd gladly take it. Why? Because I love memories. Especially like that. So, we played gotta remember. I know we played Battle of the Fates, I believe it was. I can't remember. I think it was like some Star Wars one. It was in our CD. We also played Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Mary Poppins. We played Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. Those were the only two that were not on the CD. Then probably the favorite was I Wanna Be Like You from the Jungle Book. Now my two band directors and a couple of the chaperones were asked to make animal noises. Yeah, you heard me. They were chosen to make animal noises. The same friend, he's a clarinet player and he's very good. Like, he was sitting in front. One of my band directors made like try to act like Donkey Kong and just like he's like, I couldn't do it. I had to laugh. Our clinician was super funny. He's like probably one of our one of our percussionists, because percussionists are supposed to be stupid and all. He's like 1, 2, rock out. Didn't do nothing, and all of us were laughing. We were having a great time. It was air conditioning, which is something that Disney does not have enough of. It was so fun. So then so this was at Epcot. So we came out, got with our groups, and we decided to go to Test Track. But of course we had to get something to eat because we're all hungry and all that. So we stopped at Germany and got some pretzels. Pretzels were huge. So then the line for Test Track was super long, but it was so cool. You get to like create your own car, and you go through a bunch of these tests. It was actually really cool. It wasn't a roller coaster per se, though I kind of wish it was. When I saw the map, I was like, that's Mario Kart right there. That's Mario Kart. Because I would ride a Mario Kart coaster for all eternity, especially if it was like the N64 Rainbow Road, because that's the longest track in Mario Kart history, and I think that would be the course they'd use for a Mario Kart roller coaster, because it's just super long. Like, Mario Kart in general would be very good for a theme park. Heck, Nintendo in general could be like its own theme park. I know they're forming something with Universal, which, if we aren't going to get that F-Zero roller coaster like Mute City or Big Blue, we gotta get a Mario Kart roller coaster, specifically on 64 Rainbow Road. And Donkey Kong Minecart roller coaster. I'd be in heaven. So then we ended up doing a couple of other rides. We went on this NASA thing where it's like a simulation where you're getting sent up into space. We went on the beginner one because the line for the advanced was longer, and none of us wanted to get dizzy. So we just did that. So then we went to probably my favorite ride at Epcot, Soarin'. Soarin' is a simulation of like hang gliding, and feels like you're flying around the world. Like, you went to Germany, you went to the Great Wall of China, you went to Nevada, can't remember, it was like the Sierra Mountains, I can't remember. I think we went to Paris, France. Yes, we did. And we almost went above the Eiffel Tower. It was so cool. And some parts even had different scents. Like, it was really, really cool. So we ended up getting dessert. Now it was originally supposed to be in France. Insert insert history jokes right there. So, but instead we went into the dining hall because it was kind of rainy. Like, all of us with lightsabers, we were like, we're going to invade France. Started playing Imperial March, and we were just holding up our lightsabers and walking towards our restricted area for the fireworks show, which was sweet. I loved it. So then we went to Animal Kingdom. We only did 2 things due to our time constraint. We went on the safari, and then we went on Everest. Everest was really cool. I was kind of freaked. Like, I had this, like, an expression, like, this terrified expression on my face every time every time the pictures came. Like, you know how you get off a roller coaster, and then you see, like, a bunch of pictures from the ride that you probably pay, like, I don't know, like, $20 for? Yeah, I always had the face of, like, terrified, and everyone was laughing. I was too. It was a really good time. And then Magic Kingdom. We actually had a parade. Now we were forced to wear our marching band uniforms. We have summer uniforms, but it wasn't our rule to wear them. So it was hot. It was like 98 degrees and that sort of stuff. The parade wasn't super long. Now, probably my favorite part, marching in the parade, like, yeah, it was terrible. No one passed out, which I was very surprised about. Because when we got out, our band director was like, take off your jackets immediately. So we started walking back to like a studio of sorts. Got some water. Put back our uniforms, and then we checked into Magic Kingdom. For all the we went to Space Mountain. Actually, first we went to Big Thunder Roller Coaster. That one was super underwhelming, especially for a 55-minute long wait. So then, we had fast passes for Space Mountain. Space Mountain was my favorite ride there. So then we ended up going there. So then we ended up having to hustle back for our fast pass at Pirates of the Caribbean. One person in my group said that the ride came first, then the movies. Which I was like, no way. So then we ended up having to go to some place. It was by the castle. So, and we watched like a light show and a fireworks show there. And then we ended up taking a ferry to the buses, and then back to the hotels, and then we slept. Like, a lot of people were playing Evil Apples. It's a game on your phone. It's like an even dirtier version of Cards Against Humanity. It was a lot of fun, especially the wild cards. Yeah, just put in history jokes right there. Like, what is the title of Angelina Jolie's biography? Just type in a wild card if you didn't use one already, and just say Mein Kampf. You'll win almost every single time. All right, this video is going on too long, so I'll be back with Mario Kart Double Dash and the final part for Mario Kart DS's retro courses. All right, see you guys soon.